day. So like Caribbean. Yeah.
Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. I
Hello.
How
am
you
Lindsay,
doing?
Lindsay with Keystone Mortgage and Miss Kayla McDonald of Remax Alliance Group. And we are very excited to have Sambo join us today. And he's over there with Kayla. We're a little remote today. We were supposed to be in person, but I think I dropped the ball a little bit. Sorry about that.
Who's to say who? Maybe I didn't like convey it the right way. I don't know what happened. I can't remember.
No
But here we are.
At the end of the day, we're making it happen.
Yep. Make
Yep.
it happen. Make it work.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. I'm very excited to have you come on and tell us all about all the things that you do. I know I have my own personal stories of things that you've helped me and my family with that have just been over the top and amazing. So I'll kind of hand it over to you and Miss Kayla, and you can introduce yourself and what your company is and the things that you can offer to us.
I'm giving you the mic.
Off you go.
So, same case, and I got Invigorate Wellness Medical, which does IV vitamin infusions, weight loss, and then hormone replacement for men. And then we also have Stat DPC, which is a mobile primary care, which does mobile primary care, and then soon going to be offering female hormone replacement therapy.
And that's your newest addition.
Correct.
Okay, awesome. And like I said, I've utilized your services, actually both of them, to be quite honest. It's been a while when I had COVID. Chris and I, not the kids, but at that time, Chris and I had COVID, and it's been quite some time. But I swear that you are the reason that everything just it like stopped in its tracks. You came over to the house, which was amazing because I didn't feel like going anywhere. And hooked up an IV, and I was so achy. It was almost like flu-like. And you hooked up the IV, and I felt like I was 10 minutes later, I was ready to go. Like I could function, I could take care of my kids. I didn't feel like I couldn't move. The fever went down, and it just got better from there. So like I will shout your name from the rooftops because it was literally an amazing experience, And you came in, and I wouldn't want to go to anybody's house that had COVID, but you didn't make me feel uncomfortable or awkward or anything. And it's in my home, and it was phenomenal. And then I don't even know how long it's been. My little boy, he got sick, and your team came, and he's 9 years old. He sat here with an IV in his arm. I was absolutely blown away, and they were kind and gentle, and he didn't even flinch, but it made him feel so much better. Like literally within a short period of time, he was feeling better, and I was grateful. So, and then I think my daughter had a cold, and we did the over the internet. What's the company called again? I'm sorry, the DPC. No, I can't hear Kayla. But anyway, I don't know if you can hear me or not, but they came over, or they came on the screen, and she went over all of her symptoms, and we literally got the care that we needed almost instantaneously. So it was good. I think we're having technical difficulties. I think Kayla's going to go out and go back in. Can you hear me? I think we're going to have to stop and redo it or something because all of that. Yeah, they can hear me. We can't hear you at all. Maybe hop out and then try to log back on. Hi, guys. We're having big time technical difficulties, but we're trying to get it fixed. Just waiting for Kayla to hop back on and see if we can fix it. If not, then we will have to kind of restart everything. Sorry, guys. Hopefully she can pop on here in a few to be able to get us back on. I guess I could talk a little bit while we're waiting for Kayla to hop back in. I think she just made it. I think yeah, I can
hear me.
I can hear you now. But I have no screen now. You're blacked.
On the I was pinching the SOS, so I was about to call 911 on accident. So
Let's go to a new level.
yeah, I know. I'll be like, we're fine. I already have a medically trained professional here. Okay, so what did you guys hear anything that we were saying?
Not one thing. As soon as you started to talk, everything went out. So you're gonna have to tell us all again. I basically told my story of how he came and saved my life, literally.
Okay.
How
Okay.
I helped my little boy, but after that, we heard zero. So take it away. We can hear you now.
So I think that point I said, I fortunately haven't needed Sam to come and save my life, but I've used him for B12 shots and just other infusions, like just like a immune booster, just to make sure I stay healthy and I don't get sick. But I also have a ton of friends who have used him when they were on their, quote unquote deathbeds, whether it was COVID or flu or just a really, really bad virus. And they just swear by it and basically say the same thing that you say is like it's night and day, and something that, I mean, not saying antibiotics are bad, but it's just helps them so much more than taking an antibiotic, or that in addition to, whatever their sickness is, but it just speeds up the process and, makes them feel so much better.
Yeah. I mean, it's almost instantaneous. Like I don't know how to describe it. And like I said, I'll shout your name from the rooftops. Like it was literally night and day. And like I'm a mom and I don't have time to be laying around and doing nothing. And I could get up and function. And I mean, I was still sick, but not where I wasn't able to function. And that was super important to me. So
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then I think I went into before asking you how you got started, and then how COVID affected your business.
So I started in medicine about 2009. And fast forwarding to starting the company in February 2020, before we knew what COVID was, I took an interest in doing IV vitamin infusions, and it just catapulted with COVID. I started with family and friends, and then from there, everyone started referring everybody, and people started getting sick. They didn't know what it was. Vitamins started making a difference, and it just, as you see as a patient, how you felt, like it makes you feel, 80% better right away, and then kept this one healthy during the most difficult times.
yeah.
So definitely made an impact in the community, which very grateful for.
You once explained to me, and I'm not even going to try and repeat what you said to me, but you explained to me the difference of having the vitamins injected into you versus like a vitamin that you buy from the store, whether it's the what do they call it? Like the veggie capsules versus the hard ones, like what the difference is and how you just take it. You know what I'm trying to say. I don't know.
So yeah, so when you take over-the-counter vitamins, I always tell everybody something's better than nothing as long as you're taking a quality product. So with a healthy gut, you get about a 30% absorption rate. The other 70% essentially you just urinate out. When you get vitamins in the cardiovascular system in the IV, you're getting 99% absorption rate. So it goes to where it needs to and does what it needs to do, and the body disposes of the excess that's not needed.
Yeah, which is crazy to think that you know feel like you're doing the right thing by taking vitamins every day, but you're really not getting what you should be getting out of it when you think you are mentally.
Right. Yeah, it's not, you're not getting maximum absorption taking it by mouth, but you're getting something. So something is better than nothing.
Right. That's very, very true. Now you have let's talk about your like your hormone therapy and your weight loss and things that you can do. Like what does all that consist of?
So the weight loss, it's personalized to each patient. I send a mega dose out and I monitor them every couple of days or once a week for check-ins, accordingly based on how their body responds to the medication. World of difference from anywhere from it's starting to be used for addiction therapy, but the feedback I've gotten from patients is numbness, tingling in hands and feet goes away. Rheumatoid arthritis flare-ups reduce by like 50%.
Wow.
Some people quit smoking, quit drinking, quit eating chocolates or sweets. The goal of it is to reduce the caloric intake.
Right.
The purpose of my program is to change your habits, and it takes time to do that. Some people say 21 days to change a habit. I just say 2 to 4 weeks because everybody's different. But the program is 12 weeks, so I make sure there's ample time.
Right.
So we change your product, and you change your mindset, and then we solidify it. And then going forward, you change your habits. You're used to eating this way and doing these things, so you can't fall back into your old habits because we reprogrammed you.
Okay.
So that's the goal with the weight loss. Hormone replacement therapy, whether it's male or female, as we age, hormones decline. We don't feel like we're in our 20s again. And by restoring what you're deficient in, makes you, alleviates the symptoms of, like low testosterone in both men and women. So it's like decreased libido, decreased energy, weight gain, brain fog, performance. Just it's like people feel that testosterone is very taboo, but all that's changing now.
Yeah.
They feel like, oh, it's a steroid. Well, if it's abused, yes, but if it's done properly, it's not. It's beneficial to you as far as longevity.
Right.
Because it does help reduce inflammation. It does help decrease heart attacks. So there's a lot of new studies coming out showing how beneficial testosterone is for both men and women.
Well, yeah, women naturally produce that hormone. It's just supposed to be a certain level, right?
Yeah, and the level, it's not so much a number, it's how you feel.
Okay.
Because everyone's, between the three of us, all of our numbers are going to be totally different.
Right.
Where we feel good.
Right.
But women have testosterone, progesterone, and estrogen that we have to manage. Men is just testosterone.
Why are we so complicated?
That's the question of the century.
Yeah, I'll let you know when I find out.
Yes.
I don't know. Well, that's very exciting. So that if somebody were to, say, hey, I think I have a imbalanced hormone, male or female, because I know that you said you're going to be offering it for women soon.
Right.
How does that start? Like, do you start off with blood work or?
Yes. So everything starts with medical history and blood work.
Okay.
Because we pair the subjective data, which is what you say, how you feel, with the objective data of what we have, and then we fill in the gaps accordingly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you take insurance?
We do not.
Not right now.
Strictly,
Okay.
No, we won't. Insurance is a business.
Okay.
And it's not in the favor of the patients.
Yeah.
So that's why more of the physician burnout is happening. Because for insurance, like when I did urology, it's like you have to see high volume patients. There's no quality care there.
Right. So
a lot of people are switching to concierge service.
Okay.
That's where it's at because it's quality care. Because now we have the mobile primary care. It's like we have Christine. She's always available for somebody. And people love the service because whenever they need anything, it's usually, especially if you have a child, 5:01 on a Friday, child gets sick, office is closed, trying to get a
Mm-hmm.
hold of somebody's a nightmare.
Mhm.
Just call Christine. She handles it right then. It's done.
Yeah,
You know, that's what everything's going to. So insurance won't cover that.
that makes sense. In a lot of these insurance carriers, just in my experience, don't really cover anything or everything anyway.
Right.
And I've always, for the most part, been a self-pay person, and I feel like the rates are fair. Like I've with especially with using your IV infusions, I feel like it's a fair price for what we're getting and
It
what I'm
is.
getting.
Yeah, the
I
value
don't-
is definitely there. And
Yeah.
it's cheaper than going to the hospital for fluids, a migraine, whatever. It's much cheaper and you're in the comfort of your own home.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I've even had you come here and meet me at the gym, and
Yeah.
you can see 3 or 4 of us at a time. And, just we can all sit here and have a conversation and just do girl things and gossip while.
Yep.
No, we don't gossip. I'm just kidding. But we can have a conversation and be getting, IV medicine
Yeah.
at the same time.
Getting treatment,
Mm-hmm.
on-site treatment. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely a game changer. And then with the mobile primary care, it's just, with Christine always available. It's just taking medicine to the next level, I feel.
Yeah.
The availability for medicine.
Hey, Maria.
For sure. For sure. So when did you start? I feel like I know the answer. The stat business, because that kind of morphed after Invigorate Wellness, and it just branched off into that. And what are we looking at? A year?
February. So February is a big month. February 20th is when we started Invigorate. And then sometime in February, I don't have to look, but when we started Stat, it didn't come to fruition until later that year. But it's going on a year, so that's why we chose February for the grand opening.
Yeah.
It's like the grand opening of a new office. It's
Mhm.
It's 4-year celebration for Invigorate. It's 1 year for Stat. Like it's just a big party that we're gonna have.
It's a good month.
It is.
It's a good month, and it's leap year, so even better.
Nice.
So, your grand opening for your location, because you've always been mobile, so that's very exciting, is February 24th.
Right.
Correct. What time is it?
Saturday, and it's from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m.
12 to 2. And where is your new location going to be?
So it's 3622 Gallo Drive, Suite 102.
Okay.
But if you go past the Walmart, around the bend,
Mhm.
past the Tractor Supply and such, Bricks 33, there's some office spaces. Wildflower Aesthetics is there. It's next door to her.
Okay.
Stephanie's place.
Yeah. Perfect location. I love it. And you're going to be offering.
So out of
Everything?
the office, we're going to be doing vitamin infusions. We're going to be doing injectables out of the office. So if somebody doesn't have time for an infusion, we just get an injectable. B12, semaglutide, we're going to be doing out of there with the weight loss stuff. Tirzepatide as well. Some other vitamins we're going to offer. And then Christine will have her own office for, female exams or whatever she needs to do. Eventually, we're going to add in, joint injections and doing sutures. So it's kind of like a one-stop shop for our direct primary care patients.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very exciting. I love it. Maybe you'll eventually branch off into multiple locations. I kind of feel like, it's a little premature, but I think
It's on the route.
Yeah,
It's certainly on the timeline.
yeah, you've definitely grown significantly, and I think that's definitely something in your nearish future.
Plan on it. This year is going to be a big year for a lot of things.
Yeah, I'm very excited for you guys.
Thank you.
Lindsay, did you have any input, or did you have any questions that you have? I know we've been kind of chit-chatting over here a lot.
No, you're more than fine. I was just listening. I didn't realize that you had a new location that was opening. So congratulations on that. That is exciting for a place to go. And I know that it is what it is. I know that Chris had mentioned many times before that he wanted to kind of talk to you, and I think that we had mentioned it and just never really got around to it. But the other day he was saying that he wanted to reach back out to you. As you get older and things diminish, he wants to make sure that he's keeping healthy and able to keep up with these little ones that we have.
True.
So I don't know. That's good.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
Okay, I'll go. Fine. Would you recommend for somebody to, like, how often should somebody get like a blood work panel, whether it's for your hormones or just like a full panel, even if you're feeling okay, and like maybe at what age should people start doing that?
I'm a big fan of having a baseline. So, me personally, I got blood work, got an EKG, and then now they're doing those full body scans.
Mm-hmm.
So I like baselines because then you have something to reference off of, right?
Right.
But for general population, I think blood work every year is kind of like the rule of thumb. If you're doing hormone replacement, it's usually up to the provider. But what I personally do is every 3 months, so I can keep tighter control on everything.
Mm-hmm.
But it varies based on individuals and treatment
Right.
plans and what's happening.
Of course.
But I would go more than a year to get blood work.
Okay.
You know, if they're a reason for sooner fun.
Okay.
Generally a year. So yearly physicals with blood work is kind of like what happens.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense because it's kind of like I think it's something that most, even though you don't take insurance, but most insurance carriers, they give that
Yeah,
to you. Like,
do.
okay, you need to get your yearly checkup and everything because I think it's important, especially the older we get, a lot can change in a year,
Absolutely.
you know? So I like where you're thinking.
It's prevention is key. I'm all about preventative medicine.
Yeah.
I feel it's easier to prevent a problem than it is to treat a problem.
Yeah.
Or if you catch a little problem, it's a little problem. You know, or a little problem, it's a little problem to deal with compared to a big problem. You know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's my thought process with that.
Yeah. I like that because I personally don't like to take a lot of medications or anything if I don't have to.
Right.
I've always really enjoyed vitamins. That I don't know why I'm a weirdo like that, but
Well, you want to get majority of your nutrients through foods, but you can't eat the perfect diet, so you supplement accordingly with supplements.
yep, exactly. I mean, because they don't make food like they did
Yeah, I don't know.
or produce it, like they did a long time ago in today's world. So even like our fruits and veggies, they don't have the nutrients that they should have in them. So
Very true.
yeah.
So what for the mobile portion of it, I know obviously that you go locally, but how far do you travel?
For the IVs,
Yeah.
we'll go Spring Hill, Tampa, Palm Harbor,
Okay.
kind of in that triangle.
All right. So we'll say like within a 40-minute, say that.
Could be an hour now with today's traffic, but yeah.
All right.
An hour anyway.
Yeah.
I think that I'm personally having a lag. I couldn't hear what you said, but anyway. All right. So an hour, we'll say with traffic that you'll be able to go and to do the
Roughly.
mobile IVs. And then the what's it? It's called STAT, right?
That DPC, right? DPC stands for direct primary care.
Direct primary care. Okay. And then obviously that's just done online. Now I do, I talk to a lot of people and I do have a question. Like for example, if they go and they use that service and they need to be prescribed a medication, do you do the delivery of medications, or if not, there's somebody locally that does that I think that you guys should talk to and see if you can come up with a plan.
So Stat DPC is geared for Trinity, and it's geared for our demographic, the healthier people that want to pay for convenience, to have medicine on speed dial.
Mm-hmm.
And
They still have to go get it though, right? Like
well, there's two options. So initially it starts with a phone call with Christine, and she determines, is this just an acute visit for this fee, or is it the monthly membership where she's on call 24/7 for you? So whenever you need something, you just reach out to her. And the scripts at that point, you pay a monthly fee and you get the service and everything that comes with the service, which is also, we have Shay, our mobile flap with Vein Shark. She's our preferred vendor there. So she will go out and within that price of the monthly fee and draw your labs for you. So that's covered. The initial labs are covered in that fee. And then for medication deliveries, we work with Theo at his pharmacy.
See, I didn't know you worked with him. Yay!
Yeah, we worked together. We created a relationship where, and it's patient's preference, but Christine will ask, hey, where would you like a medication sent? But we also have this delivery service that will bring them to you, and we can just electronically send it to Theo, and then he takes it from there. And and it makes delivery. So if it's like an antibiotic or something needs quickly, it's within 2 hours. If not, if it's just something standard, monthly medication, blood pressure, whatever it may be, then he just usually delivers at the end of the day and just delivers to everybody personally.
Right. What an awesome connection. I'm so glad.
It's the best.
Yeah.
You don't have to leave your house for anything. You got IVs that come to you. You got Christina comes to you for your yearly physicals and whatever you need in between, acute visits, antibiotics, whatnot. Medications get delivered to you. My lab lady comes to you and draws labs. So, it's all about convenience. That's what it really is. Convenience and high quality care.
I don't think you were around then, or maybe I just didn't know. Actually, it was actually, I think in like 2018 or 2019. I got vertigo like really bad one day. I just woke up with it and I've never had it before. And I didn't want to drive anywhere. Like I just wanted somebody to come to me and help me. And I was like, and so I'm driving down the road and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like, I feel like should go to jail right now because I was so scared and I went to some walk-in clinic because I had no idea what was going on.
Right.
But like I feel like especially in scenarios like that, like I would have called you and been like, hey, I need you to come just talk to me because I don't know what to do and tell me if I'm like okay
Right.
or whatnot. But that would have been perfect. Like just being able to call you, get your IV fluids and injections, and then
Just get medically screened.
yeah, without having to leave your house.
Exactly. That's what it is. And majority of the visits can be done through telemedicine.
Mm-hmm.
If it requires a visit, that's fine. Christine's more than happy to come out. She does come out the initial assessment when you're a member of DPC, and she assesses the whole family, all the members. So that way she has her baseline. She does a thorough exam, listens to heart, lungs, and so forth. And then from there, she's on call. You call her, hey, I need an antibiotic, I have sinus infection. Great. She asks questions, sends it in, DO delivers it. It's done.
So great.
Yep.
Especially when you just feel like crap like that,
You don't want to go anywhere.
No.
Just want to be comfortable.
No. And then you're going into a waiting room, sitting with other sick people and just.
And that was a very common complaint I've heard. A lot of people, and mainly in Starkey, and have multiple children.
Mhm.
Is they would take one to the pediatrician, the other two get sick, they'd be back the next day, and it's just a vicious cycle.
Yeah.
I tell my children don't touch anything. They're not even allowed to touch the elevator buttons. Not
Right.
kidding. Like don't touch anything because even if they're not sick, they end up sick from going in there and they try to clean. It's not that it's dirty. It's just everywhere. And it's a place where everybody who's sick goes to.
Right.
I'm like, don't touch nothing. Go crazy. But now I don't have to. I'm right to our house. So
Right.
It's great.
It is. And medicine is just the availability for medicine is going in that direction.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I like the convenience of everything.
Even for our older generation, and they like plan their days. They get up really early in the morning and they know that they have to go get their medicine, or if they have to go get a checkup, and most of them are probably pretty diligent about going in to get those things done when they've hit a certain age. And not having to do that and knowing that they have the availability for somebody to come into the comfort of their own home, and they don't have to go out and drive, because we know that a lot are not the best drivers. And then going around and picking up all their medication, and like how much burden that takes off of that generation of the people that we're surrounded with. It's just great. What a fantastic idea. I love it.
Yeah, especially with how congested our area has gotten over the last few years, with everybody moving here. It's stressful for me to be driving down the road. There's so much going on. People don't know where they're going. And, we have so many, out of towners, out of just fresh implants, I guess we could call them, so it's, people are learning the ways of our road system down here because it's different in other states. So I've heard. I don't know. I'm a Floridian, so I don't know. But I hear we do things differently here.
Yeah, a lot of people that like our snowbirds, and it's people that aren't here all the time, that come and go. And even that, like now they can come to Florida, they can still have their medical care, and don't necessarily have to get rid of their primary for wherever they live most of the time. And it's just so convenient. I think it's so great. So Kudos to you.
Yeah.
Excited to watch you grow.
Well, appreciate that.
Yeah.
So also too, we're offering the stat TPC for businesses.
Oh,
Yes.
tell me more.
So for the businesses, it's to boost morale. It's a perk that a company can offer the employees, and then it's also good for retention. But ultimately, you keep your employees happy, you keep them healthy, productivity increases, everyone's happy. It's a win across the board. And the way we structure that is we come to the facility and we do everything we need there, so nobody has to come to us, which makes it much more convenient. And yeah, that's something that's getting ready to get launched as well.
Remember,
I feel like you two are going to have that type of conversation, because I know that we were talking about this with your specific company, Lindsay, over the last few weeks. So I feel like this is a conversation you guys are going to have.
for sure, because I mean, I'll put it out there. Like a lot of my employees that work for me, they have a significant other that has their own insurance, that they use for the family. So for me to get an insurance policy for the company and don't have a lot of people that are signing up for it, the expense is astronomical. So like it doesn't make any sense for me to be able to do that for the small amount of people that are needing it. But something like a membership that you were speaking of, or some type of I don't know, something on the smaller level that I can offer my employee as a perk, or to help take care of them. Like I'm all about that. Anything that I can give to them that makes sense, and to be able to keep them healthy and they're out and about in the community all the time. Is great. So we'll definitely have to have a little conversation and see what that looks like and go from there. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
It was meant to be.
Yeah.
Well, I can't see where we're at with time, but I think we are probably nearing the end, I think.
Yeah, we went a little longer, but we had some technical difficulties, so I just kind of was letting us let
Okay.
a little bit. We're at 35, but sorry that we couldn't hear you. I had to make you repeat everything that you said.
That's okay.
That's what makes the show interesting, right?
Yep.
Right.
We always got something going on. I don't know what it is, but it makes it interesting. And I repeat myself all the time, so it doesn't matter. I'm sure you do too. Well, thank you so much for coming on today. We're very excited for your grand opening.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you out there. It's gonna be great.
So if anybody needs to,
yeah,
we always cut each other off too. If anybody needs to get a hold of you for anything, what's the best way that they can contact you?
So for Invigorate Wellness, they can call or text the phone number. They can go to the website, invigorate-wellness.com. Phone number is 727-456-8686. And then for StatTPC, it's statdpc.com. Phone number's there. And Facebook, I get messages for every avenue. Yeah, like Facebook, Instagram, emails, text, calls. Yeah, we get it all. Yeah.
Sounds like me.
Their response is incredible, and I'm not kidding you. Like, number one, Sambo, he answered me on vacation, and number two, you literally send the message to the office and they're like on point, like customer service top notch, like fantastic.
Yeah, we definitely pride ourselves on that, on the response times, the quality. It's a high touch service that we offer, so we want to make sure we support that in every way.
Yeah,
the girls are phenomenal. Mars, my nurse, she's out there, keeping people healthy. So she's doing a great job. And I got Ari and Hannah in the office. I got Chandra doing the website and all the marketing stuff. So, keeps us busy. And then on the other half, Christine, she's doing her thing, keeping people healthy and out of the hospital.
Yep. Oh, great. Well, thank you so very much for coming. And we'll put the information in the chat here. And then congratulations. And
thank you. Look forward to seeing you at the grand opening.
Yep. Tell me again, when is it?
All right.
It's it's February 24th. It's a Saturday, and it's from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m.
Okay. I'm putting it in my.
And there's a event page too, so if you can look it up and you can say that you're going or add it to your calendar, so that way it reminds you too.
Okay, and I'll put it in the comments too. So if anybody wants to come and celebrate with you, they'll have the info too. So,
All right,
Good.
guys, have a
perfect.
good day.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
bye.
Bye.